Should I use a BBC iPlayer proxy? I get a lot of requests on my site about people looking for proxies for BBC iPlayer, so I just thought I'd clarify a couple of points that might help people. Basically, a proxy server, what does it do? Well, it sits in the middle of your internet connection, really. It operates at the application level. And they've got the client here, which could be your PC, your smartphone, desktop, whatever. Proxy server sits there in between, taking in your requests and forwarding on responses, really. And then the server here is any website you visit or any application. The idea is it blocks access to your main details, so it sits there as like a middleman. It's very useful. It does have some add to the level of privacy you have online, but it's generally been superseded by something called a VPN server. Now, a VPN server sits in a similar place. It sits in the middle here and operates at the network level. So it redirects all your traffic rather than just individual responses to certain web requests. So it does have its disadvantages and advantages, but generally most people use VPNs nowadays. Let me just show you quickly where you can set a proxy if you want to do that. So a proxy server, you normally just get an IP address of a proxy. If it's a paid one, they'll probably give you a username or password. And if you go in, this is to your browser settings. So this is Chrome, System, open your computer proxy settings. And the proxy will go in here. You see, use a proxy server, and you type in a proxy there, and that will automatically route your traffic from this browser to any website you visit. Okay, so it'll hide your location. Generally, you can think of it as simple IP masking. It works for on BBC iPlayer as a VPN does in many ways, and in fact people used proxies for years before they started on VPNs. Okay, let me just put that down there now. So okay, as far as the BBC iPlayer goes, using a proxy, you're using it to hide your IP address because BBC iPlayer won't let you access content if your IP address is outside the UK. A VPN sits in the same place as a proxy server. As I say, it operates on the network level, so every bit of traffic from that device will be routed through there, but it works in the same way in many senses. The other point that's worth adding is a VPN will actually encrypt your internet connection. Let me just connect now just to show you how it works. So let's connect to a VPN server in Portugal. Okay, I'm not in Portugal, but if I connect my VPN server to Portugal and go to this site here, which is called gpscoordinates.org, you can see it looks up my IP address and it will give me my location as it's probably in Lisbon, I would guess. Sorry, not very good on Portugal. Yeah, I think that's Lisbon. And you can see this website's looked up my IP address just like it would with a proxy server, and it's accessed. It's shown I'm in Portugal. I'm obviously not in Portugal. This wouldn't work for me if I wanted to watch BBC iPlayer. I would have to go back and disconnect my VPN connection. And I have to go to find a UK server. Let me just go to a UK server now. Again, you can see how easily they're operating in very similar ways to a proxy server, but let's just minimize that now. And let's go to let's just show you the IP address has changed. This is what most people use a BBC iPlayer proxy for. So proxy and VPN are kind of interchangeable. Proxy is the basic IP masking tool server. VPN is the upgrade with all the fancy bells and whistles and that level of encryption which a proxy doesn't have. Let me go just show you my location from gps-coordinates.org. You'll notice I was in Lisbon a couple of minutes ago. I've now gone back and connected to a NordVPN server, and I'm in London, okay, which should work fine for BBC iPlayer. Let me just show you now. We'll go to BBC, and of course I'm now physically connected to the NordVPN UK server in London. I'm going to my BBC iPlayer account and I'm going to ask it to stream, hopefully. There we go. I'll watch this episode of Kin, which is some sort of crime thriller type thing. Let's just click. If I was in Portugal, if I was connected to the UK Portuguese server, I'd get a message saying you can't watch it. Or if you're physically in a different location, you get that. But when you're connected to a UK VPN server, like I am now, it'll work perfectly. So it's great for holiday makers, people traveling, or people just outside the UK who love the BBC, and it is a brilliant site. And that's basically what a BBC iPlayer proxy stroke VPN server is. Most of the commercial services are VPN now, so I wouldn't bother too much with the proxy. It does have its case, as I say, it operates on a different level, the application level, and it doesn't route all your traffic down there. So for some uses it can be better, but if you just want to watch BBC iPlayer, go grab one of the VPN services. I use NordVPN. The discount code for the cheapest price at the moment is below. There are others. Be careful. Lots of the IP addresses used by the VPN servers are blocked. So check your VPN works with BBC iPlayer. Only about 10% do. Okay, right. Well, that's all I've got to say in this video. So this is my BBC iPlayer proxy video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.